Yo, what up, YouTube? Right now I got an S tier list for Marvel movies, the Infinity Saga, Phase 1 through 3 tier list. And yeah, so this is what we're gonna go through, and we're gonna rank them from best to what. And so yeah, let's get to it. All right. So Captain Marvel. I watched it. Don't remember for all of it. I think it's what. I think it's probably the worst movie on the list, if you ask me. Didn't like the character. Character was kind of boring, kind of bland. Um, yeah, there's nothing more to it. Just bland. I didn't like it. Even though it had action, she's the strongest superhero too, or one of, if not top two, top three. I just didn't like it. I don't think it's the. Maybe I don't know. It could be the actor, Brie Larson, but either way, I don't think. I solely. I don't think it's just her. I think it's just the um, just what the movie was about. Even though it was the introduction to her, I just don't think they did well on it. Let's see. Spider-Man: Far From Home. Jake Gyllenhaal. Robert Downey Jr. was in it too. I think this is pretty good. I don't know. I think it was pretty good. I would put that at. I would put that at likable. With Jake Gyllenhaal, the way he was, the villain that he was pretty great. I loved it, especially towards the end, revealing Spider-Man's identity to everybody, and yeah, I mean that literally changed a lot, especially when you see the movie after that. I mean, with everything that he had to deal with, uh, Spider-Man, and just trying to figure out how to maneuver in life after that. And then Jameson freaking just like laying the hammer down, especially in the end, because I mean we all know he doesn't like Spider-Man. But yeah, Avengers. This is pretty much for me. It's the best. At that time when Avengers came out in like what 20, I don't even know. I know it was what 2012, right? 11 or 10 or something like that. I seen this in high school. I saw the trailer, and I already knew what the Avengers were. I didn't care because at the time, I mean, really, the big dogs were like DC, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, the Justice League animated, and so the Avengers. I mean, Avengers were already they were already good, but they weren't as big as DC. They weren't like Batman, the Batman series. That was pretty good too. So everybody was already kind of familiar with DC. With the Avengers, they were still great. They were still good, but like when it comes to movies and coming to the actual, how to say it, the mainstream, I don't think they were there. I don't think they were there. The cartoons that they made too, it was nowhere near on par to what DC was putting out. The animated series, not even just series, the movies, cartoon movies, animated, or yeah, cartoon movies, amazing. It was nowhere near what DC. I mean, it was amazing what DC was putting out, but Avengers cartoons or cartoon movies was nowhere near on par to what DC was putting out. I didn't like it. It was me. But when they put out Avengers, and even Iron Man, even before that, I think Iron Man put everybody on notice. But Avengers is like, for me, when I saw it, I was like, damn, they're putting everybody together. It's like they're setting up a roadmap leading up to the Avengers. And when I seen the trailer, I was like, okay, this is awesome. This is what got everybody into the Avengers. Like seeing all these superheroes and their movies, and then coming up to make the Avengers. Actually, a bunch of superheroes coming together. Let's see what else. The Hulk. I said it's pretty good. I loved it because of the action, the way the Hulk was. The way he was like, yeah, the way he was portrayed. I like the way he looked. He looked young. He didn't look old. He didn't look young. He looked prime. Like, yeah, just and then he was strong. And plus I like the story behind it. It was great. It was great. Him and Abomination, one of the best fights I honestly think was like great. Just because it was like two behemoths just going at it with just a lot of power and rage. So I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? So that's the reason I put it on good. I could probably, I mean, I don't know, it's personal preference, but I think it's on good. The story could have been better, but at the same time, though, the action, the way the Hulk looked, the like pretty much the ending was amazing. Yeah, can ask for more. Captain America, I'd say it's likable. I didn't like it that much. The first Avenger, I just I think that I didn't like the villain too much. I don't even. I don't. I, This is one of the things where I'm not even familiar with it. Yeah, I should put it in somewhere around here, or even here. I just, yeah, it was bland to me. Even though it was good. Even though he is the first Avenger, I didn't like I didn't like that with the movie. Like, I didn't like how they made the movie. Like the story, even though it was supposed to be told like that. It was like pretty much getting vegetables before the actual like the meat, you know? That's what it felt like for me when I was watching Captain America. Like Captain America was okay, but Captain America Civil War, Captain America The Winter Soldier, those were great. It's like, yeah, you pretty I felt like Captain America the first movie, the first Avenger, I put it like an appetizer. Yeah, it's nothing to remember. Let's see. Iron Man best. That's crazy. I think it's, yeah, that's the best movie. I remember seeing this, and then I still remember this. I remember going to the movies to see Iron Man, and I didn't like. I knew who Iron Man was. Like I said, like I just didn't care. It wasn't like, oh, it's not Batman, it's not Superman. At the same time, it was Iron Man, so I was like, all right, I want to see like what it's about. I was a kid, so yeah, I didn't know what to expect. And I remember when I seen Iron Man, when Iron Man was in the cave and he built that suit in a cave with a pile of junk. I was like, dude, is this what Iron Man's gonna be? I was thinking of myself too. It's like, I don't even, like, I understand what the technology that we have today at that time. Like, it's not a lot, but what is this? That was supposed to be better. I seen the trailers, and like, it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. And then, cause you know he has like a big gray suit, and he's trying to escape the cave. And at that time, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna like this movie. It's not. I don't like the suit. That suit's like weird, horrible. And then as time went on in the movie, I mean the actual suit comes together. I just like the way it goes from that all the way to him making the suit and then making it better, and then just and then the character. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. It's like Robert Downey Jr. playing fucking. It's like himself. It's like he's playing himself. So yeah, I don't think nobody can replace Robert Downey Jr. in that. I think it's awesome. I think, yeah, I put it at the best for me. I still remember watching this movie in theaters. I was like, this is great. Like when as time went on, yeah. I put that as terrible because this is kind of what started it. Even though this is probably what started it, it's just it didn't have the same hit as this because this one has no connection to all like even though it kind of has a connection, it's just it took years. I wouldn't say it took years. It's just the connection took too long. This one felt like it was more connected. Like like every movie, like the whole saga, pretty much like back to back to back to back. You see how everything went. With the Hulk, it kind of really wasn't there, even though the ending kind of was like connecting. But yeah, I still didn't get it at that time. Let's see what else. Black Panther. R.I.P. man. That's crazy. I would say, oh, it's okay. I didn't like it. Well, actually, no. I'll put on likable. Likable. I just, yes, it's another movie that's not familiar with me. Like I didn't care. Um, I did like the Black Panther, the suit. I just, I don't know, I just felt boring. And yeah, I mean, I did. What is it? Michael B. Jordan did great in it. It's just, I feel like for me the villains aren't even like good. I think that's the reason why. Like they're just like entry level threats. So that kind of made me lose interest in the movie. So I was like, all right. But Chadwick Boseman, man, R.I.P. It's a crazy, it's crazy, man. I don't know why I couldn't like the movie. It just didn't catch my attention. That's it. Maybe it was the story, the writing. I don't know. It definitely wasn't the acting. I think the acting was probably the best, and the action. But the action and acting can only go so far if the story isn't like written well, I guess. But yeah, Captain America: Winter Soldier. For me, that's the best. Or that's good. Dude, I really like Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's like I said. I think um the villain, you know, the Winter Soldier. It's That's the reason why I liked it. It's crazy. The action was amazing. The story was amazing. The shots were amazing. Dude, like fucking, he 1v5. Well, 1v5. He took on every like what is it? Captain America took on like a whole lot of people in the in the elevator, bro, and then took down a fucking jet. That shoots. Yeah, I just love the action. I feel like with Captain America: Winter Soldier and the first Winter Soldier, the Winter Soldier is an introduction. It's what it's supposed to be. That's the reason why I didn't like it. And I think that's the reason why I don't like it is because you already seen everything. So you go back, and now it just makes the Winter Soldier like the first Avenger, the movie, it just makes it like compared to like Winter Soldier and Civil War, where now like everything's kind of already moving, better villains, better story. You already know the backstory. So yeah, it's pretty much like you already know what you already know what you're going into. The action was amazing. Winter Soldier, fucking amazing. I don't know, I just like the combat, the action, the fighting. The story was written very well too, and the villain. Yeah, man. Samuel L. Jackson, fucking great. Scarlett Johansson, great as well. Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be best for me, but overall, I would understand why it'd be good. Overall, like to other people, that's the reason why I put it as good. The best, because it's just something about it. I don't know. I just liked it. Yeah, action, fighting, acting, story, awesome. Let's see what else. The Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'll say, I have no memory of it. I have no memory of it. I mean, I do, but yeah, I didn't like it. I don't like Ant-Man. Same thing with the threats, like the villains. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't even like Ant-Man's superpower. I don't even like Ant-Man at all. Like, honestly, okay, I like Ant-Man, but his powers is like, eh. The villain, story, Wasp, like, bruh, like squash the bug. That's what I feel. That's the reason why I put not okay. Yeah, I just didn't like it as a whole. No real threat. Thor, and yeah. It's still the same thing, man. I have no correlation. I hate the first couple movies, even though they're the most important ones, kind of, because they're pretty much all like they link everything together. So that's the reason why they have to do. That's the reason why all this is set up. But once everything is all set up, the beginning of the first couple movies, in the beginning, the introductions, they all suck. So yeah, I have no correlate. Yeah, correlate. I have no remembrance of it, even though I know it's Thor. But yeah, Doctor Strange, same thing. No correlation. Probably didn't even pay attention to it. It's yeah. I don't know. I mean, he was badass, but I think he was taking life for granted at that time, I guess. So that's the reason why he died. Like, that's not the reason why he unalived. But like overall, like you kind of put the movie together on what it's trying to teach him. So yeah, I just don't remember it a lot. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. This is Iron Man 2. I'm putting this as good. God. Iron Man 2. Not the best. Character was one thing I did like was the suits. The development of the suits. That's what I liked. Part 2. He had a suit in a case. Suitcase. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah. Yeah, the Iron Man suit in the shape of a case. Suitcase. I love it. Cody Rhodes, looking amazing. I like the scene where this is them two taking on the bots, and then you put out the laser. Yeah, and then Cody Rhodes has the secret weapon, the ex-wife or some shit like that. That was funny. Iron Man, S tier, best. Like I said already before, it pretty much set up everything. It started everything, kind of. If I think it was the Winter Soldier, I don't know. I think it was Iron Man. Iron Man came before. Yeah, because I think I was in middle school, and then Civil War I saw in high school, like freshman or sophomore. But yeah. Let's see what else. Ant-Man, funny. Yeah, that was funny. I didn't like the villain. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't. It was funny. He was, prison, got out. Baskin Robbins got fired. Characters okay. I mean, not the characters. The story was okay. Yeah. Iron Man 3, good. That was great. Just because, yeah, it's the last Iron Man 3. Last Iron Man movie. I think it was great. I didn't like the villain though. That's the thing. I remember it though. I liked how many suits that he's made. I like that. Like just evolving with the suits and learning every lesson from the last fights. But yeah, so I thought he was gonna lose. I thought he was gonna lose Pepper, bro, when she fell. But that was a good movie. That was a good movie. Not the best. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was great. I only liked it because the suits. I like how many suits he's made. That's crazy. Yeah, I like it. So Ragnarok, great. Love it. It was funny. It was a lot of action. It was serious, dude. And that's what led up to what, Endgame? And then you see Loki's son, Fenrir, the wolf, take on the Hulk. And then I think towards the end, you see Thanos' ship showing up. And basically it's all his history. It sucks that they lost Thor's world. It is what it is. I loved it. Action, funny. Yeah. Hello was a good villain. I like the story. I just like the story, the action, Thor. I like the intro to the movie. The movie with it's just captures you right there. Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, don't remember it. I think it's dumb. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I watched it, don't remember it. I got bored of it. Yeah, like I can't tell you anything about it. Spider-Man Age, oh no, Avengers Age of Ultron. Eh, not okay. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like that I messed with like Tony's like dreams and all that stuff, his visions of like what's to come, which was Thanos. Even Ultron was like basically saying it. But yeah, it was okay. Well, I think it was the worst Avengers movie they ever made, but they didn't make a lot. Uh, they, yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron. But yeah, yeah, I just didn't like the story. Could have been better. I did like that with Chris Evans or Captain America trying to lift up the hammer. I think he wasn't. From the right, from what I heard, is that he couldn't lift up the hammer. A lot of people were speculating that he was acting like he couldn't. But yeah, I can't even see this one. I think this was Thor's second movie. I'll say it's likable. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Dark World. I didn't like the villain as well. They did fuck up Thor's world though. It sucks that his mom died too. And dude, the fucking Thor thought he was talking to Odin, which is fucking Loki. That's when everybody fucking hated Loki, I think. Alright, Spider-Man Homecoming. I'll say they're not okay. I didn't like the villain. Story was okay. Vulture was I think it was crazy that he was dating the daughter of his villain. But yeah, I think it was a good setup though. Good intro. For the first movie of Spider-Man, yeah, I think it was great. Civil War, I think this was good. Yeah, I think it was great. Just because of the story. The villain, the villain wasn't even powerful. I didn't even like the villain, but the way he was able to turn everybody against each other was crazy. I think it was crazy, man. And then Tony finding out that it was the Winter Soldier that killed his parents, and then finding out that um Cap already knew, and just the emotions that he was going through. So you was able to see that. It's like you understand what he was going through, but this doesn't make it right to do what he did. Like, Iron Man. Like it sucks, but it's still not right. I mean, the Winter Soldier didn't even know, man. Bucky, he didn't know. Like he was under control. Now the last two, Infinity War. Best. I love the introduction right off the Ragnarok. You see, you know, the destruction of fucking Thor's ship, and then killing Loki, and then that leads into Loki, his own show, and him dealing with other stuff, and then just Thanos pretty much saying like, "I'm here." Like Tony's worst fear is alive. Him taking up the Hulk like that instant, and then just beating Thor. I think, and then him wiping out the universe, half of the universe, and just making the Avengers like just beating them like nothing. So yeah, best villain I think even so far. Yeah, All around was a great movie. Acting, story, fighting, action. I mean, all that stuff. That was a long movie too, I think. Or it was in game that was long. 3 hours, I think. 3 hours, I think. Yeah. You know you're a badass as a villain when they gotta fight you twice. They gotta go back in time and then fight you. And then it sucks. Fucking Iron Man loses. I mean, he dies. I think it's crazy though, because I mean, in Iron Man 1 to now, you see him pretty much change. Like he was selfish and all that stuff, and then to him making the biggest play, which is saving the universe. Where Captain America was pretty much the one that would do that. You know, like the only thing special about you came out of a bottle. You know, what he said a cap. Turns out it's not true. And then Iron Man being selfish, not true. I mean, and then him like having a daughter, and him not making wanting to like sacrifice that, and then Widow dying. That's crazy. Yeah, all around great movie. Action, story. That story was great. That's the reason why I put it as the best. Best overall. But yeah, I think it's the best. It sucks that Iron Man died. That's so crazy. And yeah, alright guys. I think that's gonna be it for the S tier list. And yeah, if you'd like to see more, like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Later guys. Peace.